The air was crisp, the leaves whispered. High in the mountains our clan trained, we were warriors, sworn to protect the innocent. But evil crept upon us like a viper in the night. 5 figures appeared, silhouetted against the moon, warlords, each radiating menace. Master said they sought to control the land, to drown it in fear. We were their only obstacle. The battle was swift, brutal, our numbers vast, their power unmatched. I fought with the heart of a tiger, but I was young, inexperienced. Master fell last, his chest pierced by 5 blades. With his dying breath he thrust a letter into my hands. "Find Master Li," he gasped. "Avenge us, my prince." Each warlord commanded a different element, a testament to their dark mastery. First was Warlord Fang, wielding the fury of fire. His eyes blazed, his hands crackling with deadly flames. Second was Warlord Zhou, mistress of venomous winds. Her laughter chilled the bone. Her every strike unleashed invisible blades of air, slicing through armor as easily as silk.
Her laughter chilled the bone. Her every strike unleashed invisible blades of air, slicing through armor as easily as silk.
Third, hulking Warlord Pang, master of earth. Unmovable, unstoppable, he smashed through our ranks, leaving craters in his wake.
Unmovable, unstoppable, he smashed through our ranks, leaving craters in his wake.
Fourth, the agile Warlord Mei, her weapon water. Fluid and unpredictable, she moved like a raging river, drowning her victims in a torrent of attacks.
Fluid and unpredictable, she moved like a raging river, drowning her victims in a torrent of attacks.
And finally their leader, the enigmatic Warlord Xin. His element was spirit, his mind a weapon sharper than any blade. He controlled, manipulated, turned brother against brother.
His element was spirit, his mind a weapon sharper than any blade. He controlled, manipulated, turned brother against brother.
I escaped, the letter clutched in my hand. Master's words echoed in my ears. My prince. I had always known my parents were gone, killed by bandits when I was a baby. Master raised me as his own. The letter confirmed what I never dared to dream. My father was the emperor, overthrown by the warlords. I was the last of the Jade Dragon lineage, destined to rule. But destiny seemed a cruel joke. I was alone, hunted, ill-prepared for this burden. Despair threatened to consume me, but Master's face etched with pain and hope spurred me on. I swore on his grave, on the memory of my fallen family, I would avenge them. I would reclaim my birthright. The letter mentioned a remote village, nestled in the Valley of Whispering Winds. There, Master Li resided, a hermit, a legend. He was the only one who could help me defeat the warlords, the only one who knew their weaknesses. My journey was fraught with danger. I evaded the warlords' patrols, their spies lurking in every shadow. I slept under the open sky, the cold ground my bed, fear my only companion, but I was driven by a purpose greater than fear. The memory of my fallen clan, the weight of the Jade Dragon legacy, fueled my every step. After weeks of hardship, I reached the valley. It was as if time itself flowed differently there, tranquil and serene. And there he was, Master Li, old, wizened, but his eyes burned with an inner fire. "So, the Dragon Prince returns," he said, a knowing smile on his lips. "Your journey has just begun." Section 5. The Heart of the Dragon, Unleashing the Prince's Potential. Master Li was a harsh teacher, demanding, unforgiving. He saw potential in me, a strength I didn't know I possessed. He pushed me to my limits and beyond, honing my body and mind into a weapon. He taught me not just kung fu, but strategy, philosophy, history. He revealed the secrets of the Jade Dragon lineage, ancient techniques passed down through generations. I learned to harness the energy within, to control the elements, to anticipate my opponent's every move. Each day was a battle, but I relished the challenge. With every drop of sweat, every bruise, I felt myself growing stronger. The fear that had haunted me began to dissipate, replaced by a quiet confidence, a burning desire for justice. Section 6-5 Battles, 5 Victories, Dismantling an Empire of Fear. The time came to face the warlords. Master Li warned me, victory comes at a price. Be prepared to sacrifice everything. I was ready. My heart was filled with righteous fury, my body a weapon forged in the fires of grief and determination. One by one, I challenged them. Each battle was a dance with death, a testament to my training. I used Fang's fire against him, turning his own rage into his downfall. I outmaneuvered Zhou's wind, using her speed to my advantage. I exploited Pang's immovability, leading him into a trap of his own making. I countered Mei's fluidity with unwavering focus, turning her chaotic attacks against her. And finally, I faced Xin. Our battle was a clash of minds, a game of wits. I used his manipulations against him, turning his doubts into weapons. In the end, it was his own fear that consumed him. Section 7. The Dragon's Roar, Reclaiming the Throne of Jade. With the warlords vanquished, I marched on the capital, my small army comprised of those who had suffered under the warlords' tyranny. The people, inspired by my victories, rallied to my banner. The city gates fell and I stood before the palace, the seat of my ancestors. The usurper, a puppet ruler controlled by the warlords, cowered before me. He begged for mercy, but I showed him none. The Jade Dragon does not tolerate treachery. As I took my rightful place on the throne, a cheer erupted from the crowd gathered below. It was the sound of hope, of freedom, of a new era dawning. The weight of responsibility settled upon my shoulders, heavy but not unwelcome. I was home. Section 8 Legacy of the Dragon Prince, a new era of peace. My reign was one of prosperity and justice. I rebuilt our shattered kingdom, healed the wounds of war. I ruled with wisdom and compassion, guided by the principles Master Li had instilled in me. The memory of the massacre never left me. It served as a constant reminder of the fragility of peace, the importance of vigilance. I established schools of kung fu throughout the land, training a new generation of warriors to protect the innocent. The legend of the Dragon Prince, the boy who avenged his clan and reclaimed his birthright, was passed down through generations. And so, the legacy of the Jade Dragon lived on, a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness.
I remember the day my life changed forever. I was just a student, training in the ways of Kung Fu. When I witnessed the destruction of my clan at the hands of 5 warlords. Each one possessed a power beyond my understanding. Elements, black magic, beauty, the stars, and a style of fighting that defied all logic. I lost everything that day, but I refused to let their darkness consume me. I sought refuge in the Shaolin Temple, where I learned to harness my own strength and wisdom. With every lesson, I prepared myself for the inevitable confrontation. Each warlord I faced tested my resolve, but I discovered that true power comes from within. I fought not only for revenge, but for the honor of my fallen family. In their memory, I stood tall, ready to reclaim my life.